Welcome everybody to episode 38 of the COD Casuals podcast. I'm your host, Mike.
And I'm Justin.
How we doing, brother?
Good.
Hanging in there?
Yeah.
As best we can.
Yeah.
I know we talked about the seasonal depression hitting.
Yeah.
It's coming in full force.
It's pitch black now.
Yeah.
I got out of work like a half an hour ago. No, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're recording this.
Yeah, right. No, it's definitely weird now because every time we used to film this, like just a couple episodes ago, it was a little sunny out.
Yeah.
And now we're looking out the window and it's pitch black and the sun's already set.
Yeah. And it's going to get worse next week.
Yeah.
After daylight savings time, like when it hits 5, it's going to be pitch black.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
So there's going to be people who wake up and it's blackout and then they get out of work and it's blackout. You know?
Yeah, everyone in America.
Yeah.
Well, everyone in the Northeast.
Yeah.
So all of us.
I cannot stand it.
Unless like you don't work like a normal like 9 to 5.
Right.
Then I guess it doesn't matter to you.
Yeah. But it definitely hits you a bad way. Sometimes when you just wake up and it's pitch black, or like right now, like the day already feels like it's over.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Once I log off of work, it's over for me.
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
Yeah.
So I just work on the podcast or whatnot if we have stuff.
Right. But it feels like the day, like I'm going to go to bed soon. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to be gaming in like an hour. Be like, oh yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. But then I look at it, I'm like, dude, it's only like 6:30.
Yeah.
Like it feels so late.
Yeah. It definitely hits because for anyone that doesn't live in the Northeast, like seasonal depression's a thing. I wake up and when it's dark, like I'm just either sad or I'm just like angrier.
Yeah.
I sign off and like I just don't have the
motivation.
I don't have the motivation and I don't have the patience for like stupid stuff.
Yeah. No, I'm like that when I get up in the morning and I see it and it's just pitch black out. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I have to check my phone about 3 times, but like, dude, is it actually time for me to get up right now?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like it.
I sign off and I'm like, I can't deal with like anything. I just need to get off and do whatever.
And start gaming.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you'll be ready to do that because Vanguard is coming out. Thank God.
Yeah.
Right around the corner. Dude, it's insane that this game is already like coming around the bend here.
Yeah. So at the time that we're recording, it'll be out Friday.
Yes.
Probably out Thursday for, they always release the servers early.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be out Friday and we're going to be grinding away over the weekend, but
yeah,
it came fast.
We're coming to our last week of Cold War, which is sad.
Yeah. Well, it is a lot. Our last week was last episode.
Well, yeah, true. That's last week, yeah.
Yeah.
So now
did you get the challenge, though?
I did a little bit of it. I didn't get the full thing done.
You need to get that.
Yeah.
Because I'm holding you accountable for that. And everyone listening. You can't leave one challenge. That's the thing.
Well, I've had, like, I don't want to continue that bad streak of, like, getting right to the finish line and it not happening because I can't remember what season it was where I ended and I was 299.
Yeah.
The night before it was going to end and the next season would turn over.
Yeah.
So I just see on my calling card there, I see that I'm 299 and I couldn't finish it. I'm so pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I missed that. Missed that prestige
Well, no,
key.
not the levels, the challenge.
No, I'm talking about those. Like, I've already done that one time, like, where I'm so close.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like, I don't want to have it, like, where this game comes out, and I was so close. I'm 95% there. It's the same kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. That,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. You have to get that done.
Yeah. So, I'll try my best to get it done.
We're
like
playing until you
time.
get that done.
Yeah, right.
We're not done.
No.
Until that's done.
Well, another thing that we ended up finally doing, which we had talked a little bit about, was doing the zombies Easter egg.
Yeah.
We finally got to play that map and get through the whole thing.
Yeah, it was easy.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, honestly. I thought it was going to be way harder.
Yeah.
But it was like, dude, we did it in one try.
Yeah, it was really easy. And on top of that, like, I didn't even... we literally got the wonder weapon and, like, the ray gun right in the beginning.
Yeah.
Which just... We didn't even have to, like, talk all that much.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, just do this, do that. We're done.
Yeah. Now, it definitely didn't compare to the last map, where it was, like, getting to Valentina was such a struggle.
Yeah.
Like, doing all the steps there, like, you had to wait a long time until you could even start to the next part of the Easter egg.
Yeah.
This one was weird with all the drops that you got in it, like the chalice and those, what was it, like the wrench or something like that? It was like that
upgrade. Ether tool.
Yeah, the ether tool. Yeah, that was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, I think they... I mean, I'm assuming they just added it because like it was the last zombies map in Cold War, and they wanted to wrap it up like with a boom.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that Easter egg still would have been easy. It would just take a little bit longer to grind it out and like, you know, get the wonder weapon and all that. But I mean, when you pick up those tools, like it just upgraded everything instantly.
Yeah, so I think the ether tool upgrades like your rarity of the gun, and then the chalice upgrades like pack a punch.
Yeah.
So I think I only bought once or twice to pack a punch a gun, and I never upgraded the guns. But then by the time we were doing the Easter egg, we were at the final boss against what was his name? That guy. I can't remember what his name was. It was like the Forgotten, or what the hell was it?
Oh, Forsaken.
Yeah, Forsaken. Yeah. By that point, we'd had everything legendary pack 3, and I didn't spend any cash. I was like, okay.
I didn't. I pack a punch twice. Well, that's because I dropped my gun and like I picked up another one.
Yeah,
but it was very easy.
Yeah.
I mean, like someone that doesn't even play zombies, honestly, can probably pick it up and just do it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I didn't go down once, and there are times where you're just trapped in like a tiny area, and it was just. No, I went down at the end, but I revived myself.
Yeah.
But like, that was it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, because I remember like thinking about the times that we'd done the Valentina one. Man, we died like so many times trying to do it in the attempts.
To do it.
Yeah. And this was one time we both went down one time.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yeah. And we just went through and crushed it.
Yeah. The Easter egg itself was like every step of it was really simple.
Yeah.
It was straightforward. There wasn't really like multiple steps involved with things. Like it was just I don't know. It was pretty easy.
Yeah. I would say it was pretty standard.
Yeah.
I mean, like the
shooting those orbs.
Yeah. I mean, that was probably the hardest part, and then trying to survive like the swarm like around the crystals.
Yeah.
Because like your average zombies person, like if you just picked it up and play, that would be a little hard.
Yeah.
Just because like you're literally being swarmed everywhere.
Right.
And if you don't know how to like maneuver around, which like isn't that hard, but if you don't play zombies a lot, it gets overwhelming.
Yeah. Dude, I thought the first swarm that we did in the beginning was the hardest part.
Which one? Oh, the first crystal?
Yeah. Like that like when we had to go and press the button simultaneously. That was
that one.
Yeah, that was the first time I think when I went down.
Yeah, by the like gas tanks or whatever.
Yeah, and there's the teleporter.
Yeah, the buttons we have to press at the same exact time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was definitely the hardest part for me. I was like, oh sheesh.
The hardest part one for me was probably honestly, I don't maybe like the second crystal. The second crystal was inside the like Soviet like embassy.
Yes.
And that was a pain. Like I kept getting swarmed everywhere because we couldn't have two people inside there because it was such a mess.
Yeah.
So you left, and I was trying to kill the what was it? The abomination. And there are two of them, and I was just being rushed from like literally everywhere.
Yeah.
So that was a pain. I almost died like a few times there, but
yeah. But otherwise, though, it was really easy, and like the guns, I mean, they definitely just give you all that stuff to make it, like you said, more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like at least that, or we got Luck of the Gods.
Yeah.
I would probably choose the first one. Thinking that they're just kind of making it a bit easier for you.
Yeah. The wonder weapon dropping, so I don't know about that. That was crazy. That was out of the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Like that just dropped.
Yeah.
That made no sense to me.
Yeah.
Like usually like I mean, I think it was only because it was Halloween. Because the Halloween like what I don't even know what to call it. The Halloween theme, whatever. Like that's still happening. Because I'm pretty sure in regular zombies, like those pumpkins aren't dropping.
I don't think they are. Yeah.
No, they're definitely not.
There's no way, because how else would they really do that drop? You know.
Yeah.
Like how would they be able to integrate that?
Yeah, and the wonder weapon and ray gun were dropped in those pumpkins.
Yeah.
And like, they're just on the ground.
Yeah.
I was working on the wonder weapon, and then like it popped up in front of me.
And you were like, "What the heck?"
Yeah. So I mean that helped out a lot, even though like the wonder weapon doesn't even take that long to build.
Right.
But
yeah, and I didn't even get to use it. Like, was that actually that good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just running around with the axe, just
smoking people left.
Like, and you could turn it into a gun too.
Yeah.
And the gun was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what you would expect with a wonder weapon.
Right, right.
But that thing, like, you literally could just stand in one spot and just keep swinging, and you're not gonna die.
Yeah.
But that's all. That also helped, like, the hordes. I just ran into them. Even if I got hit, like, I knew I wasn't gonna.
Yeah,
die.
you weren't gonna die and get trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was really surprised with all those drops too. The whole Halloween theme, it was really funny and kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it definitely took away from the mood of what was going on, because we were like, yo, this is the last zombies map for Cold War.
Yeah.
And they've got like all the zombies now running around with pumpkin heads.
Yeah.
Like,
and the music.
Yeah.
It only felt like the end when we were at the end playing the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So that was the only time, because none of that stuff was like, none of the music was playing and stuff.
Yeah, and he was a pretty easy boss too. Like, I guess having more powerful weapons like the ray gun, or like I had an LMG, which I didn't even use, but those were good just because he's so far away that you need some gun with range.
Yeah, you need distance.
Yeah, and you just take his armor down, and then you go and charge up Maxis by killing like hordes in a circle.
Yeah,
and he charges up a gun, and then you just rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
and that's it.
It was easy.
Yeah.
Compared to Valentina, that was very, very easy.
Yeah.
Like, the hardest part might be like trying to kill the hordes under Maxis.
Yeah.
And maybe the second round of the Forsaken, when like those orbs start flying around everywhere. But
right.
Other than that, like, it was pretty standard.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah. So the story too, continuing after that, I'm excited for it going into Vanguard, because they definitely left it on a good cliffhanger and a lot of questions that are kind of unanswered right now.
Yeah, so I'm glad that Zombies is continuing into Vanguard. Gives us more things to play. So that was a wrap up of Cold War with Zombies officially. So
Thank God.
We've hit Master Prestige. We finished Zombies. We beat the campaign.
Yeah.
We're going to get that challenge for you.
Yeah.
And then we're done. But the next episode you're going to hear from us, it's going to be Vanguard.
Which is kind of whack to think about. 39 is going to be Vanguard.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can jump into, like, we can do the first topics, which is, obviously, there's going to be a campaign. We don't really need to talk much about that.
Right.
Campaign's going to be good, because there hasn't been a COD where the campaign was just straight up bad. So, not too worried about that.
Yeah, in this era, too. I always like this era for campaigns. I think it just works really well.
Yeah.
Doing like the World War II kind of realm.
Yeah.
Of, or the World War I, World War II, around that time period. It just, I don't know. It always works really well.
Yeah.
I liked World at War's campaign was great. World War II's campaign was great. So it's kind of in the DNA.
Yeah. And then, again, we mentioned Zombies. Don't know what's going to happen in Zombies, but, they left it at a good cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see what they do with it, because, when we get bored of multiplayer, we need a break or something, jump into multiplayer.
Jump into Zombies, you mean?
The Zombies, yeah. Which leads me to the next thing, the bulk, multiplayer. A lot of news came out about multiplayer.
A ton.
Yesterday, so we're gonna jump straight into it. So multiplayer game modes I had right at launch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So pretty basic, standard, free for all, TDM, kill confirmed, domination, search and destroy, hardpoint, patrol, and then all of those but hardcore.
Right.
So, I mean, that's pretty standard. Like, nothing surprising.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing out of the ordinary there. I think it's more or less going to be in line with everything.
Yeah. So, I mean, you and I will be playing basically all of that. Like, we'll jump into some kill confirmed. I'd probably dom and hardpoint and search, but
yeah,
I don't know. I was never the biggest fan of dom ever in COD. I know a lot of people like it. It's just so boring to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's long, and if you get spawn trapped, like, it sucks.
Yeah. Domination I'd always thought of as a game mode for just getting a lot of kills and streaking, if that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
There's, I don't know, just at the level that you play it at in public matches, there's not tons of strategy. It seems more like it's just a rat race of people flipping spawns accidentally and grabbing points.
Well, it's funny that, like, domination's such a simple concept.
Yeah.
But it's clearly not when people are
can't
going,
do it.
There's A, B, and C, guys.
Yeah.
One team gets A, one team gets C, and you need a cap B.
Yeah.
And then one team catches B, and then for some reason that team runs over to the opposite end and screws it all up.
Yeah.
So
we experienced that in the beta for sure. People just, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing too with it, I like it on smaller maps. When it's on big maps, domination is such a pain because. I mean, what was that map that we were playing with the snow map?
Red Star.
Red Star. That playing domination on that was just horrendous.
Yeah.
For me, it was so slow.
Yeah. Dom's just, I don't know. I get why people play Dom because it's, I mean, you get a bunch of kills in it.
Yeah.
It's probably a good game mode to like rank up challenges and stuff, but nah, not my forte because I'm not moving around the map enough. That's a big reason why.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're playing a bunch of demons who, man, they live and breathe domination, then sure, I guess you'll have a strategic game on your hands.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, play something a bit more, structured that is a bit more difficult, like Control in Cold War.
Yeah.
And
like, I'm sure me and you are probably going to hover around Hardpoint and Search most of the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe Patrol, maybe, but we'll see. But I wanted to point out, though, since this is a Sledgehammer game, there's no Control because we've only seen it in Treyarch games, which sucks for us.
R.I.P.
That's our favorite game mode.
Yeah.
And also, like, we won't go into this too much, but so what's going to be the third game mode for the CDL?
Yeah, right.
And I hope it's not Dom again because I hate watching Dom.
Yeah, domination. People who didn't watch it sucked. It sucked.
It's just like, I mean, I'm sure for like players, I don't know, maybe some players like Dom because like they're at that level. I'm sure like it's very strategic, obviously, but just to a fan, like it's not as action packed.
No, it's not
like,
at all.
It gets to the point where one team you literally can't win.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, why am I gonna sit and watch the rest of the match if I know this team can't win?
Yeah,
but then obviously the matches where it's super close, super tight. Those are fun to watch, but we don't get those that often.
No, it's pretty rare. I mean, more often than not, you would see the games going on and then they would just be killing each other. Like, people wouldn't even be playing objective and they would have put their controllers down.
Yeah.
Because it was mathematically impossible for their team to win.
Yeah.
And then they would just, like, cut to them celebrating because they're like, oh, match is over.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it's the same kind of thing, like almost in the NFL when someone takes a knee, there's still time on the clock, but they already know it's over.
Yeah.
That's basically what Dom's like, but it's all the, it's like constant.
You're just sitting and waiting.
Yeah.
So who knows what the third game mode will be? If it's Dom again, I really hope it's not. I hope they launch like, I'll even take Patrol if they put Patrol in for the third game mode, or I don't know if they bring back Capture the Flag. That would be fun to watch.
Yeah, Capture the Flag I think would be a bunch of fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean that'd be definitely more fun to watch than Dom.
Yeah,
way more fun. But the other thing is like we don't know how the game like plays with both of these game modes yet, or at least Capture the Flag because it's not a launch, right?
No,
and we don't even know if they're even going to add it. So Capture the Flag it'd probably be more fun for the viewer to watch, but for the player, like it could be pretty bad.
Yeah, because Capture the Flag, just like all of them, but I mean, Search and Destroy is a lot more resilient to maps. It blends with most of them.
Yeah.
Capture the Flag, you definitely have to engineer that game mode to work really well for the game, but also for the map.
Yeah.
Because we heard it before. They used to play Capture the Flag on the earlier CODs, or some version that was similar or altered of Capture the Flag, and they complained a lot. Like some maps were great.
Yeah.
And some games had it nice, and then others were just, it was a joke.
Yeah. The map definitely like plays a huge role. And on top of that, like, I mean, for all those game modes, like spawns. Because the spawns are broken, especially on Capture the Flag. Like,
it's toast.
Yeah, you can't do anything. So, but, I mean, hopefully we'll see what the third game mode is when the CDL launches, but I'm hoping it's not Dom. I hope it's something else.
Fingers crossed, bro. It's not, because I'm going to be livid if it is.
I'd rather watch them play TDM. To be honest, like there's no point in watching Dom.
Yeah, that's going to be like the one mode that it's just going to be the wash one. Everyone's like, all right, well, we'll get through this. Whoever wins, like whatever.
Yeah, and the third map too for these games, like they should be interesting to watch. Like Dom's just like a point you spawn in, and we just sit and watch that game, and it just becomes super slow.
Yeah.
then everyone just like chills, waits till map 4, if they even make it to map 4.
Well, yeah, and that's the same thing. It translates into public matches. Like hardpoint, depending if you're playing, competent people, all 3 of those game modes can get really dicey.
Yeah,
and they're constantly a fight. Where domination, it's really only a fight. I feel up until like the last few minutes, where it's a big deal. You know?
And like Dom is just, if you get 2 points, like not saying it's not strategic, but if you get 2 points, like you're favored that you're gonna win.
Yeah, mathematically, yeah.
Yeah. But like you're way more favored to win if you get the first 2 points right off the bat than like the other team. But with like hardpoint, I would say is like spawns are flipping constantly. Like domination, if you play right, it's never gonna flip.
Yeah.
Ever. Hardpoint, like a team can screw up, and you can, if you're down 100 points, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like you can come back. Domination though, like if a team gets A and B or B and C, like, and they just don't cross the line and like flip, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
So,
and you have to triple cap them. Like you have to stop that push,
yeah.
which in regular like public matches, that's really hard to do, to be able to hold that for such a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the same kind of thing in hardpoint too, but it's not down to spawns. Like domination, it comes down like you have to have 3 people or like have each point covered, and have people that can gun on each of those. Where a hardpoint is like out rotating, it's manipulating spawns. Domination is, if you have 3 points captured at once, that's so hard to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't know where the enemy is going to spawn.
Yeah,
at that they're just going to spawn at every single point.
It's random at that point.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. Probably not going to hang out in Dom too much.
No,
us personally. But we can move to the. We were talking about maps, so we can talk about the maps launching.
Yeah, I'm excited for all of them.
Yeah, so they. I wish we could show like screenshots and stuff of like, because they showed all the maps. But they're launching with 16 core maps at launch, and only 2 of them are remakes.
Yeah,
and it's Dome and Castle that are the remakes, and
which I'm all about.
That's awesome. 16 core maps. So again, thank God Sledgehammer. They listened to the people.
Yeah, right.
And we all, I would say the majority of us complained about very few maps at launch. Yeah. So now, a lot of new maps. So 14 new maps. At least half of them have to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but, we're going to get those people that say, you made this many maps and they're all bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at all these again to remember, like, yeah. I remember Castle from World at War.
Yeah.
Yeah. That map was elite. Battle of Berlin looks sick. I mean, they all look really good too.
Yeah, I think if you haven't gone, like, go look at the screenshots, because I mean they all look beautiful from the screenshots, and I'm sure they're all gonna look good too, like when we play.
Yeah.
But so the only 4 maps that we've played is Eagle's Nest, Gavutu, Hotel Royal, and Red Star.
Yeah.
So there's 12 maps that we haven't played. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I feel like this was a map name at one point was Subpens. That sounds really familiar.
I don't know.
It doesn't say that it was in another game.
Yeah.
At least I don't think it was. That map looks really sick. Yeah, they all look really, really good. Does it even say it's from World at War? That castle map is. But yeah, no, going back though, it's great that they have all these maps coming in here. And again, they all look, like you're saying, go check out the screenshots. They look great. Red Star's trash. You don't want anything to do with that. Oh, they also got Shipment coming in, great.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this set of maps, it's just great for everybody. It's good for the public scene and for competitive too, because it's just more options to play around with.
Yeah.
It keeps public fresh, and then also with the competitive side, they just have more options to choose from.
Yeah, the more maps the better, and like on top of that, all these are like new maps for the most part too, so that's always good. But we're gonna get the people that say, "Oh, they made new maps and now they all suck."
Yeah,
and like obviously you can't win.
Yeah,
either one. But I would rather take like 20 new maps than like 8.
Yeah. So it's 16 that we're going to be playing, because I think 4 of them are Champion Hill maps, which is still like that's insane. Like
Yeah.
So it's 16 core maps. Yeah. And then four Champion Hill maps, which that's like I'm not even complaining. Like anything above starting Cold War is like a massive plus.
Yeah.
And I like how each of them is covering like all the parts of World War II, like the Eastern and Western fronts, Pacific, and then they've got North Africa as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like some of these maps, like Oasis and Desert Siege, those are in North Africa. Yeah, it's sick. Very, very cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, out of those 16, like we've played 4 already.
Yeah.
And
so 12 new maps.
So some people 6. So 10 new maps.
I'm locked in.
So
I'm all about it.
Those maps are going to be good.
I'm all about it.
But we can move over to the weapons and perks at launch.
Yes, sir.
So this is really interesting. So at launch, right, we get 7 ARs, which is that's amazing. 7 ARs. I got so many choices.
Bless.
You got 6 SMGs. That's a ton to choose from. We got 4 shotguns, whatever. 4 LMGs, 3 marksman rifles, 3 snipers. For secondaries, we got 5 pistols, which is really nice because usually, like, we only get like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
so
right.
We got 5. We got 4 launchers, 2 melee weapons, and those are all the weapons. And for the perks, we have a total of 18 perks, that's pretty good. That's a lot.
Yeah, and some of these perks too, like going through them, there are a few here that we've seen already, like Tracker, Double Time, Ghost, High Alert. I think we've seen Forward Intel too.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them, like Survival Training, that's like, what is that? Maximize resistance to stun effects. Yeah, that's what is it? Tac Mask.
Yeah.
Or Demolition, extra lethal on spawn. I'm all about that.
Yeah. And then rounded off, we have 6 tactical equipment and 6 lethal equipment. So got a lot of options and combos for weapons and perks.
Yeah, and
nice.
With all that, right, they're doing the gunsmith system, which we saw in MW.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just trick your gun out next level, just slamming it with attachments.
Yeah.
Which, I think that's really dividing. Some people like the gunsmith, some people don't like it.
Yeah.
I
don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm on that.
No, I know you're on the pick 10 system.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Because I think, it's cool to customize all these weapons, but it just, for a new player, you come in and you pick up COD, and if you played like the old CODs, like you're not going to like this game right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's too overwhelming. And at the end of the day, the majority of the people end up using the same exact attachments. I know you and I talk about like what attachments we use, and then we only use those.
Yeah.
So like I get why they're doing it because it's variety, but I'd rather them take that effort and add it to like cosmetics. Yeah. I want more camos, more skins, things like that. Like I don't need like more attachments because most of these attachments, like they do almost the same thing for like each one.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. I mean, I think some of the attachments, you're always going to have that in every game, right? You're always going to have those attachments that are just complete flops and nobody uses them. Yeah. But some of these, like you'll have, I remember when you had the STG, dude, there's like 90 sites.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we're probably only going to use 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're going to find the ones that you immediately gravitate towards, and you'll more than likely stick with those.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. It is fun just because it does give you that option to customize. You can be very bare bones and stick with what you know, or they give you the option to play around with some other ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But that requires a lot of time.
Yeah.
To be doing that.
Yeah.
And you think about like some of the people who are really hardcore, like they'll be doing that. But if you're an average person, man, you're probably just going to end up, like you said, using some of the attachments that and then you got to unlock all those. Like it takes a long time.
Yeah, exactly. You got to unlock all of them, and then you got to test them.
Yeah.
Like you got to jump into games and play. And man, if you jump into games and you're not using like a weapon that you use with like your attachments, and you don't know like how it feels, you're probably gonna get smoked, and then you're gonna get upset.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna go back to like whatever attachments you used before.
Yeah.
So I get why they're doing it, but again, like it's it's just so many. We just got to stick to like, a few.
Yeah. And I like to the one thing that does help with it with the testing is that you can change your custom class mid game.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the greatest revelations in recent COD years.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been able to do it for a while now, but that's just so nice because prior, like, you be toast. Like, I remember back in the day, if you put the wrong thing on your gun, man.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
all right, you gotta
that.
wait. It's like, yeah, you're using that. Like,
yeah. And like I think I said it in like one of the like past episodes, but if you're gonna do gunsmith, we can't only have 10 custom classes. I
Yeah.
need like 20 or 30.
yeah, to
And-
fit all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like I do like try and test like some of these attachments, but it's usually on like 1 or 2 guns, and I do that for like every game.
Yeah.
Like Cold War, I have like 3 Krig classes, and I have like 4 74U classes,
Yeah.
and all of them are slightly different with
Right.
different attachments. But you can't do that with only 10 classes,
No, you can't.
because then you got to start switching like in and out
Yeah.
certain guns. So if they're gonna do that, I hope they give us like a ton of custom classes.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
I definitely want those.
Now I'm looking at some of the subs here that I'm going to be rocking all the time. I mean, the only ones I used were the Thompson and the MP40, but they got the PPSH in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about that. I hope that gun's good. I remember back in World at War, I mean, the MP40 was like god tier. It was MP40 Thompson, but the PPSH, oh, it was so fun. I love the sound of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these options are just they're great.
Yeah,
Like,
it's good.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like having more gun options.
Yeah.
Like with the attachments, there's no real harm in it, but I think it's a lot of unnecessary work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's great to have it there, but I don't think it's going to get utilized.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wonder what the breakdown is of how many custom classes.
Is someone
like,
doing a
people
stat on that?
I'm sure they have that data, and I want to see that
Yeah.
because I would much rather them put the time into again making cosmetics.
Yeah.
I want cool skins for my camos and like cool character skins.
Yeah.
and whatnot.
And we haven't really heard anything about that, have we? Like,
No, I mean,
they're probably going to use the same system.
Yeah, like there are operators again, like in Cold War. But like again, like I want a ton of cool skins, like wearing like different outfits and stuff. Like I don't care if you stick to the theme or not.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than have like 20 extra attachments I can add onto my gun.
Yeah. And looking at the operators that they got right now, what is that? They've got 12 operators total, it looks like.
Yeah, throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just going to be slowly releasing these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're going to absolutely murk these people with skins.
Yeah, to buy.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And that's, I don't know how I feel about that because like again, like I only rocked like one skin.
Yeah.
Which was an optic skin in Cold War.
Yeah.
And that was just because like there was no incentive to like switch my operator skin.
No, there
like,
wasn't. It's just for cosmetic if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, but like again, like there weren't that many cool skins.
No,
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
I want cool skins.
Yeah, no.
To like give me a reason to switch it up.
Yeah, the only one that was worthwhile to us was the CDL one, and that ended up being the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Everything else, like the biggest thing, I mean, we talk about it's like a broken record. The thing that was so annoying is you couldn't just buy a skin. You had to buy everything else with it, which was so annoying because then that would be over $20, and it's like, well, all I want is the skin. I don't want the title, the emblem, and the sticker with it.
Yeah.
So you just end up paying through the nose.
Yeah, and I mean, the more we talk about it, I'm sure like a lot of other people in the community feel the same way.
Yeah.
That we just gotta keep talking about till it's heard. Because Sledgehammer, I mean, they've done a lot. They've listened to the community, so that's been great.
Oh, bro! It says if we got the Ultimate Edition, then we'd receive 3 more themed operator skins. Dude, we fucked up. We didn't get the Ultimate Edition.
Oh, I don't want to
spend $100.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's $10 a skin.
Yeah, so
I'm all set. It says it's gonna launch with all 12 of them, which is pretty sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says it will launch with 12 playable operators. And then the 4 main characters are already revealed for COD Vanguard are these guys. Lucas Riggs, Belina Petrova, Wade Jackson. Wade Jackson. Love that name. And then Arthur Kingsley. So
Okay.
there's a whole bunch of these people, obviously just from like different units and different sides of like with the German Axis and British and Indian.
So I'm assuming we're gonna have to unlock all those guys. Just because I'm pretty sure. So it's the same exact seasons as Cold War. We're gonna be able to rank up to max, and I think season 1 drops sometime like towards the end of November.
So it says season 1 is December 2nd.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So right at the beginning of December.
Yeah. Okay. You want to read those stats because I don't have any of this off, and I'm assuming people listening don't have it.
Right. Well, so like the main thing that's going to be coming along with season 1, which again launches December 2nd, is going to be Warzone Pacific, which is going to be the new Warzone thing that everyone is dumb hyped about.
Yeah, I'm playing that for sure.
Yeah, that Warzone looks sick. So all those characters that we had mentioned, like all 12 of them, they're going to be playable in Warzone as well. Yeah, this map looks sick.
This is a perfect time for you and I to jump into Warzone,
right?
Because no one is going to know the map. This is a perfect time.
Yeah, this is like we're all starting back from square one.
Yeah, so now it's just relying on our instincts and gun skill.
Yeah,
which is what I'm all about. Because I'm sure there are gonna be people like hiding up in like towers and stuff, but no one's gonna know the map, and I'm very excited about that because Verdansk, man, like people already know that map. It's memorized by the majority of people that play it. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's memorized.
So I'm excited about that. One thing that we can actually mention, right? Since Sledgehammer has been listening to the community, thank you.
Bless. We love you.
They added Ninja, which for anybody that doesn't know what Ninja does, it's silent footsteps. So it's dead silent.
Yes.
And you've heard Mike and I complain about that because in Modern Warfare there was no no Ninja, right? So you had dead silence as a what was it?
Field upgrade.
Yeah, field upgrade.
That you had to earn.
Yeah, which is, man, that is so annoying. You get
full gaze.
You can hear footsteps everywhere.
It was nonsense.
Yeah. So now you can put Ninja on and just run around and be silent, which is awesome. But one thing that I thought was really interesting, they've only done this in a couple of CODs, but they added this into the perk 1 slot. So now Ninja is competing against Flak Jacket and Tac Mask.
Yeah, it always used to be a perk 3 Ninja.
Yeah. They've only added it, I think it was in Black Ops 1, where it was competing.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, this is pretty interesting, because now it's like, do you sacrifice nades and stuns to be super silent and run around?
Yeah.
Or do you use, like, Flak or Tac?
Yeah.
And risk, like, the footsteps?
Yeah. It's a tough one. Thinking about, like, the game, like, the way I play, probably going to end up going with Ninja.
Yeah.
Over the rest of them.
I'm flipping. I'm going to have certain classes for like certain maps and stuff.
Yeah. But I think that predominantly I'll probably be running Ninja because I cannot, or maybe they have maybe a perk or something like a wild card kind of a system like they did in Cold War where you can go and put multiple perks into one slot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they had something like that, then I would probably do Flak and Ninja for most of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because for like my subs, I'm definitely again, that's why I was talking about I need custom classes. Like I'm probably going to have 2 classes, 1 Ninja and 1 Flak for a subclass. And then I'm going to have my AR, like another 2 separate classes, 2 ARs, Ninja and Flak.
Yeah.
It's going to be, everything's the same, just flipped.
Yeah.
So, because Ninja, it's hard to sacrifice Ninja, but also like this game, man, there are nades flying around everywhere. You need Flak, and I guarantee you, like, these nades were pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
When you got hit with them.
Yeah. So that's all a thing too. Like, I wonder if it'll change at all when the game actually drops as compared like to the beta.
Yeah.
Probably not. So in that case, yeah, I don't really know. I'm trying to even think like the footsteps in that game.
They're quiet. That's the thing.
Yeah,
in the beta it was.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna change that at all because, like, for example, in Cold War, they are so loud.
Yeah.
Like I do Ninja not just for like my own, like pro of actually gonna be facing other people so they don't hear me, but just for myself, dude. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like I'm just walking around. It sounds like I'm walking in the water all the time. Like I can't. I can't do it, especially if you have a headset. Like if you have a headset, you know what I'm talking about. Like forget it.
Yeah, and like in Cold War especially, like I think I have 2 classes without Ninja on Cold War, and they're both like ARs.
Yeah,
and that's just because like I'm moving around like slower.
Yeah,
but man, when I'm it's control and I need a clutch or something, like I'll get one guy crouch and just walk.
Yeah,
because then they can't hear your footsteps.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I immediately just go to a crouch so no one like hears my footsteps. Right. So I don't know. Maybe they'll increase the noise of footsteps in this, but
we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see how it is. But I'm glad Sledgehammer listened to us. So
yeah, I am too.
Like, I wonder if Dead Silence is going to be in there now.
That's
like if they're going to remove it or not.
Yeah, it's a big W. You know, with that, and then just again, it's nice with the new game coming because we get that refresh of everything. I mean, this has been the same Warzone map for how many years now?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So finally, they're getting a new map. What do they call it? Caldera, and then there's a new Rebirth Island map.
Yeah.
So for everybody who's been like a lot of big streamers, I know they ended up leaving Warzone, not because of it was stale or anything. It was more about the anti-cheat, which that's something I wonder about. I wonder what's going to happen with that. Hopefully that's...
right at launch.
Yeah, you would hope.
Actually, hopefully they don't test because that would mean cheaters just aren't, cheating on the game.
Yeah,
but
right.
I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen like right at the beginning of that that map coming out. It's a nice change because it's all like in the jungle almost. It seems like it looks like some sort of favela, some like village, like in between some mountains. So it's a nice bit of color as compared to Verdansk. So yeah, we'll definitely be playing that too. And again, like with Ninja, it's really nice. Like I'm excited for it. So they're bit by bit. These things are coming out. These leaks are coming out, and they look to be benefiting us.
Yeah, and I like how. I mean, having Flak and Tac in the perk 1 slot and having Ninja in the perk 3 slot for like years has always been like amazing for players like us.
Yep.
Because you get best of both worlds. I don't know how, like I'm probably going to be running Flak on the majority of my classes, I would say. Because I can't stand dying to nades.
Yeah.
It infuriates me dying to nades because... Man, I hate running across the map, and someone just hucks a nade cross map.
Right.
I can't take that.
Lose full.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to be running Flak the whole time. And then Ninja on, like, a few classes. Like, when I play S&D, Ninja's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad they added that into perk 1, because, like, now we got to pick and choose.
Yeah.
We got to be strategic about it.
Yeah. No, it's just like with the guns, too, And something else that's nice about it that we didn't even mention when we were talking about zombies is this is coming with a new zombies map, which is sick.
Yeah.
They're Angfang.
Yeah.
So we don't have to wait too long.
Yeah. So we'll get 1 zombies like right at launch.
Yeah.
But
bless.
We did. I'm pretty sure we mentioned like before that like they are. I mean, I'm not going to say how Cold War ended, but there's a cliffhanger. And we're getting zombies right away. Yeah,
well, because Treyarch is going to be working on zombies with Sledgehammer to be making this, which is really nice because, I mean, man, you remember back in the day, like zombies would go on a hiatus for a while, depending, like, because there were some devs, like, when it would be switching, when it was just Treyarch and Infinity Ward, and Infinity Ward didn't make zombies.
Yeah, they did Spec Ops.
Yeah, for people who don't know.
Yeah.
So that was just Treyarch's thing. And then we started getting into when some of these other companies started making their version of zombies, or we would get like kind of mixed stories. Now it looks like Treyarch is trying to at least take over zombies.
Yeah. What was it?
So they can continue. Extinction.
Zombies? Yeah, Extinction.
I think that was
an
in
AW.
Yeah, I think it was AW or IW. I'm pretty sure AW though, because we didn't play Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, those are aliens.
Yeah. I did not understand that at all.
Yeah, it was just their version. Spec Ops, like, I enjoyed Spec Ops, but...
Spec Ops was elite.
Wow, what game was it? We played it, and it was literally... it was Modern Warfare. It was impossible.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah.
You spawned into the desert.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
It was literally impossible.
Yeah, it was glitched, too.
Yeah.
And when we tried to get the exfil, and it wouldn't land.
We never played it again.
Yeah.
But I had, like...
And it launched with 1 map.
Yeah, and it never came with another map. That was it.
Yeah, that's like the classic story of them. Too little, too late. Classic Activision.
That's crazy. I remember we were so hyped for Spec Ops because like I mean I love Spec Ops from MW2 MW3.
Oh yeah,
like, you get to it's like zombies. Like you get to plan out like a whole event.
Yeah,
and you work with like a group of friends or like one friend, and you just go through the missions. You try to get all 3 stars. Like that's fun.
Yeah, especially when it was like some of the stealth missions.
Mm-hmm.
They were a bunch of fun to do.
Yeah, and the back in what was it? MW2 for anybody that like remembers the Spec Ops, it was on a state, and you had to survive like 10 juggernauts coming at you.
Yeah,
and I remember that mission. Man, like you could do it stealthy, and then eventually like you would get caught, and you would have to just go guns blazing, killing everyone.
Yeah,
but you were in this like huge estate, and the map was like even bigger.
Yeah,
and enemies were coming everywhere, and I miss that. But we never got that in Modern Warfare. We got one map. It was glitched, and we never played again.
Yeah, I can't remember now if we did play again or not. I don't know if we did.
No, because
there was some other game mode that I remember we played. Like there were some sort of Spec Ops thing, but it was way later.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm trying to think.
Like there were some of those like night vision ones. I remember we played like inside the house. Like I do remember a couple things. Not vividly.
They added like night vision like game modes.
Yeah, well that's the thing. I didn't know if it was part of multiplayer, like it was just modes that were put in there.
Yeah.
Or if it was part of Spec Ops and it was released way later. Because I know when the game launched, for sure it was just the one map, which was frustrating.
Yeah, yeah.
And then later on, I believe they did. I believe they added more Spec Ops.
Did they?
I thought they did.
I don't know. I mean, I remember playing those. I thought those were multiplayer maps. So like it was actually like multiplayer.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm not too sure. Because again, that whole game is kind of a blur to me because I was not a big fan.
I mean, yeah, that game. Well, the game right at launch for Spec Ops, that was atrocious. I was so hyped for that.
Oh yeah, and it was a complete and utter letdown. It was a complete bust. And that's what's so funny about this game so far is because you remember a few months ago, and probably longer than that now. We always say a few months, but it was way longer ago. People were talking about how this game was going to be a complete bust. Like Vanguard was going, they were not going to have Call of Duty this year.
Yeah.
Because the game was such trash. Yeah, remember those were the freaking rumors?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now that's not at all. Like from everything like we played so far, again, the beta's the beta. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but it's a beta. Like the basics were there, which are like from everything else that they're doing here and adding in, it seems like it's going to be pretty nice.
Yeah, right. And obviously at launch there's going to be problems, especially with servers. Like we're probably not going to find a game.
No,
it's going to take a bit.
Yeah, you got to be realistic on that, all that stuff. If you get all pissed off, it's like, bro, that's the way it is.
Yeah, because I bet a bunch of people are going to be signing in at the same exact time, and these servers are not going to be prepared because none of these servers are ever prepared for the amount of people like jumping in.
Yeah.
So we got to give it like, I want to say like 3 months, for them to, figure out the stuff that's broken, update everything and like settle in. And then we can see, then we can give like a better judgment.
Yes.
Again.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, no, at first when I heard about this, I was like, God damn it. It's Modern Warfare. Didn't like that game. Mixed with World War II. The most, I hate that game.
Yeah.
My least favorite COD. And I'm like, now those are together and I got to play this for the whole year. But beta, it was pretty good.
So far, so good. We will let you know what it is, how we think about it next episode. Give us the breakdowns on them, which is so strange. Was there anything else in some of the updates that we got that you wanted to talk about? I've just seen some small things that have come up, like some things with smokes, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, no, I think we hit on all the main points at least, like weapons, game modes, maps. Big thing for us, like Ninja obviously is added. Warzone's gonna be updated. We can finally bring you guys probably like more. Bring you actually Warzone content just because we're gonna be playing it.
Yeah, right. Actually, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, and for the CDL, we'll see what happens. I can't wait to see how the pros go through this game and figure out what's good and what's not.
Yeah.
Hopefully they bring snipers back in S&D.
Yeah.
Those aren't broken, but
something too. I want to talk about. We wrap it up on some CDL stuff. Did we mention last week that subliners is officially a thing? Did we talk about that last week? I
Yeah.
don't know if we did. If we'd mentioned that Krim was going to be in there.
Let me look at my note. I'm pretty sure we did.
That date was the. I'm trying to see what day that was. That was the 22nd. Mm-hmm. Was it we're already past that time? I can't remember if we mentioned that or not.
I thought we did.
We might have. That happened, and then the other thing that happened was the Optic Dallas logo. That had come out.
Got leaked, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was past our episode already.
That definitely was.
Yeah.
Breaking
Optic Dallas.
I'm looking at Dallas logo. I'm pretty sure we talked about the.
I think we talked about Neptune and all those guys, but I don't think Krim had gotten I don't think he got announced yet. I can't remember.
I don't either.
I don't
know.
It's
Krim, Clayster, Hydra, and
breaking news,
and Neptune.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we did that because I do have my notes right here and I see it.
So that was something that had happened, and then the other thing that had happened too was the Optic Dallas logo that surfaced for something that we are waiting for that announcement to happen.
Yeah.
Like we're definitely not going to get I would be very surprised if we got an announcement this week.
Yeah.
Because I think they don't want to take away from what's going to happen, which is obviously Vanguard getting leaked or Vanguard getting released.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't think they'll probably do it after that. Mm-hmm. That was the other thing, and then the other thing that happened, kind of on a lesser note, still tough, was Cheen, who is a former professional player. He played. Who did he play? Well, LAG he played for. I can't remember if he played in the Modern Warfare season under the CDL. I mean, he's been a player for quite a long time, but he announced that he was stepping away since there's no spots for him really that are opening up as a starter or as a substitute. So he's going to be taking his talents to Warzone, which, like we said earlier, I mean, I wish him the best of luck, but man, it's the time to do it because there's a new map and people are going to want new faces to be playing it.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm gassed.
Played for LAG.
Solid player.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to fry in Warzone. I mean, these Warzone so-called pros, they're not CDL pros. If you take a CDL pro, in my opinion, and match it up against these Warzone pros, no chance.
Yeah.
Literally no chance. Because those guys, like, they have insane gun skill, and it's just crazy how their minds work. And if they just dedicate the time to it, I mean, like, look at Blast. Blast is winning championships left and right in Warzone.
Yeah,
dude's going Tommy on 100T. They're all former Call of Duty pros.
Yeah, no, dude. If you have that background, it's over. Like you're gonna fry.
Yeah, just give it some time, and like Karma could go and play Warzone, and he's gonna fry.
Yeah.
So, I mean, best of luck to Sheen. It sucks to see him leave because he has to.
Right.
But you know, if the league expands,
I'm sure he'll get a spot.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a spot. So unless he kills on Warzone, then you don't need to come back. Just keep killing on Warzone. But I think we've hit everything. Yeah,
I think everything.
So I want you guys to enjoy Vanguard. Let us know what you think, because the next episode we record, it's going to be our experience on Vanguard, and we're going to be grinding this weekend. A lot of grind.
Yeah, so while we're playing, make sure to tweet at us at the COD Casuals. Let us know what you're thinking, your first impressions, what you're like and dislike. We'll let you know as well.
Yeah.
Help gather our list for when we start episode 38 or 39 rather. For the next game, man. It's just it's crazy. It's so weird. It feels weird saying it that we're going to be doing that.
Yeah. Episode 39.
Yeah. But no, I'm super excited. So, again, be on the lookout for episode 39, since it's going to be coming. And
new COD guys, enjoy it. Have a ton of fun, because I know
grind hard.
We will. Don't rage too hard, because we will too.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna run into those guys that we're gonna have problems with, and everyone else will too.
We're gonna have a new crew of people that we're gonna be building a rapport with, hating on.
Oh yeah,
in those game modes, which I can't wait.
And I hope we run into some of you guys that have been playing this. That'd be great.
Yeah, because we're gonna be repping the TCC clan tag.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to run into us, just rep that.
Yeah. Right.
You'll let us know.
Yeah. And whether you're frying us or we're frying you,
we'll be
we
frying
still
you.
like you.
We'll be frying you. We'll be frying you. 100%. 100%. Did you have anything else you wanted to add before we wrap it up?
I'm good.
All right, cool. So again, thanks everyone for listening to this episode of the COD Casuals. Again, make sure to check us out, anchor.fm at the COD Casuals, and watch on YouTube at the COD Casuals. Like, comment, subscribe, because we do upload all the podcasts there as well as to all the other platforms on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow us at Twitter at the COD Casuals because we're going to be tweeting like psychopaths. We've been tweeting a lot, like we were saying. We're just getting more and more, and especially when Vanguard tweets, we're going to be going crazy. Just constantly going off.
Be on the lookout too. We're going to be putting out more content. Not going to say what, but we're going to be putting out more stuff. So just keep your eyes on it.
So we'll be updating you in the following weeks and months as that comes closer. All right. So this has been episode 38 of the COD Casuals podcast. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Justin.
And we'll see you next week, guys. Take it easy.
See ya.